Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. Last week, of course, I took the entire week off. I needed a break. Plus, I was very busy last week, especially those first 4 days of the week. Friday kind of took that day off, but we are back with videos regardless. Today, in today's video, you guys know it's the national championship game, so we're going to talk about the national championship game. We're going to go over who's hurt right now for Purdue, if anybody. We're going to go over the injury reports for UConn, obviously talk about the line, the money line in this game, and of course give my full predictions and reactions to the Final Four and the women's Final Four as well. All of that in today's video. But first, of course, as always, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn that bell on as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Really quickly, outlook for this week, it's going to be a little bit different. This week is very busy in sports, not just basketball wise, but Auburn had their 8A game this past weekend, so tomorrow we're going to take a look at that, talk about some stuff that I liked during the 8A game. Wednesday, we're going to talk about the Masters because it is Masters week here. It gets underway on Thursday. Thursday, we'll have some MLB power rankings for you guys, and then Friday, of course, you will be getting Franchise Friday. So that's kind of the outlook for today, or for this week in our videos planned for this week. So hit that sub button. You guys are new to the channel. And yeah, let's go ahead and hop right in to some UConn versus Purdue preview. Really quickly, this summer we may be doing a little bit of rebranding. By that I mean we may change the name a little bit just because, again, there's a lot of sports lovers channels, so I may change the name on that. And then, of course, on Instagram, if you haven't already, like I said, this summer we're going to Lexington, Kentucky to cover a lot of Auburn War Ready team as well. So, with that being said, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn that bell on as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Let's go ahead and hop right in to this Purdue-UConn National Championship preview. Really quickly, we'll start this video off by going over the women's Final Four and women's national championship game. Yesterday, South Carolina deserved to win that game. They were by far the better team, obviously going 38-0 in back-to-back seasons, or 34-0 in regular season play is hella impressive. Congratulations to that South Carolina team. But, again, Iowa had the lead for the most part of that game, especially in the first half where they started off really well. They played really well offensively. Caitlin Clark was on point. Gabby Marshall was getting shots. Ashley Martin, I believe is what her name is, was also getting shots as well. They were all on point, but again, South Carolina coming back. They've just shown why they're 38-0 right there. They won the national championship game. They played really well. Now, the Final Four reaction to, obviously, them, South Carolina beating USC, I think that was about expected as to what everybody was going to do. And then UConn and Iowa. It was a fantastic game. Paige Buckers played amazing. Obviously, the whole UConn team played really well. Number 10 for UConn is very underrated. She's a very underrated player. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but she is a very, very good player. She has what it takes to be in the WNBA, and for whatever reason, I see that. But again, Iowa completely crapped the bed yesterday. That's pretty much all I've got. They were up big. They just could not get the job done, as Caitlin Clark will probably go down in March Madness history as one of the best women's basketball players to never get that national championship ring. And that's all credit due to, of course, South Carolina. They played a really, really great game. They played a hard-fought season. Going 38-0, I believe is what it was insane. That's really hard to accomplish. They've got studs on that team. Obviously, a lot of them are seniors, so next year we'll kind of see what they're working with. But right now, congratulations to South Carolina as they have enjoyed the national championship and played a great game. Go enjoy it as you guys are back-to-back national champions. And here we go. Now let's go ahead and get into our men's Final Four reaction. Yesterday, or 2 days ago on Saturday, obviously NC State fell to Purdue, as you can tell by the title of this game. NC State did fall to Purdue. Now, with that being said, they really did not have a chance in this game. Zach Edey is probably one of the greatest college basketball players ever. And for much as I have dogged on him all year long, he's been a fantastic player. He's been great, obviously. That whole team is really solid around him. They're not one of the best teams in the country by far. I just think they got lucky with what the committee gave them to make a run in the national championship. But with that being said, Purdue still have some dogs on that team. Zach Edey, that senior who can also shoot threes. I forgot his name completely, but he can be a really deep threat. And obviously they showcased that against NC State. And DJ Burns played a really, really fantastic game. DJ Horn also played a great game for NC State. So with that being said, NC State fans don't have anything to shake from or to be sad about. You had a phenomenal run. Obviously, it came to an end on Saturday, but congratulations to NC State fans as you guys have officially lost. But again, you had a great run. It's all great runs come to an end eventually, and just you could not get it done against a very, very talented Purdue team. Now we can talk about Alabama Crimson Tide, because fuck Alabama, guys. I mean, like, I never really say curse words on this channel a whole lot, but I just had to get that out there. That was probably the most fraudulent run in NCAA March Madness history, tournament history, rather. Because, number one, you played a 13 seed in your opening round game. You also played a 12 seed in your opening round game. You played a 6-seeded Clemson in the Elite Eight. You also, don't get me wrong, North Carolina is a really talented team, and they have some dogs on that squad like R.J. Davis. But, again, Auburn beat North Carolina when they've made their run in the NCAA tournament. I think what it is with North Carolina and Kentucky, they don't have that experience to go deep in the NCAA tournament. But regardless, you played number 1 North Carolina and you beat them. That's a great accomplishment for them. But you also played a number 6 seeded Clemson. And when it got time to UConn, yes, you played them very good in the first half. The second half, I don't know what it was, but that defense completely fell apart. It was back to the same defense that we saw all year from Alabama in the SEC regular season. That is why you lost that game. If you would have played better defense, and if Nate Oates would have been coaching like he did in the first half, I don't know what it was, but there was something off about Nate Oates' coaching style in that second half. I honestly think Alabama would have had a chance to win this game. But, of course, they did not, and UConn gets the 10-point win to advance to the national championship. Now, I cannot imagine losing by 10 points in the Final Four. It just couldn't be me. We lost by 1 point in the NCAA 2019 Final Four, and we really should have won that game. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that one in the comments down below. But, again, I could not have... Like I said, Auburn got a ring. Alabama didn't this year. Womp womp, whatever. Move on. No, now it's time to talk about the NCAA title game. Here we go. The moment I have been saving for towards the end of this video. It may go a little bit overboard, but that's okay. It is Purdue taking on UConn in the national championship game in Arizona. It's going to be a great game. Ticket prices for this game are actually very, very low. They're like $87, which is not bad for a national championship title game, especially between two number 1 seeds. Now, the line on this game is UConn 6.5, which I would agree with. I think UConn's going to win. I do have a feeling that UConn's going to win this game. I just think Zach Edey and Purdue is very overrated. They obviously, every time, just give it to Edey, and all he does is literally, bloop. That's literally all he does. But what is that? Of course, when you have another 7'1" player on that UConn roster who can, of course, create plays and create baskets for that Purdue, or for that UConn squad. And, of course, UConn's got all this talent at shooting threes. They're a great defensive team. We saw what they did against Alabama, who had one of the better offenses in the country and coming into the NCAA tournament and throughout this whole NCAA tournament as well. But, again, I got UConn in this game. I don't think there's any injuries to report on, so that's my injury update for you guys. UConn should, in fact, win this game. Purdue, you're going home. Zach Edey, your unfinished business will still be unfinished until you get to the NBA. Anyway, that is going to be all for today's video. Of course, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Like I said, we are going straight into, of course, Masters. We're going to talk Masters this week. Auburn football. We're going to break that down tomorrow. Thursday, going to have some MLB stuff. We're switching it up this week. And then Friday, of course, will in fact be our Franchise Friday. Over the summer, like I said, you guys are going to get interviews. We got Trent Hood coming up, the Auburn football defensive line commit. We got Kinsley Faustin this summer. KJ Lacey's going to join us, hopefully. Obviously, Noah will join us sometime over the summer as well. Just want to point these out there. And then Cole McConaughey are going to be all joining us over the summer. That's when we're going to do these interviews because, like I said, during the school year, we got 3 weeks to the summer, guys. And, of course, there's this 1 week where I'm going out of town for a week or so in June. So that's when I'm going to get those videos out for you guys and get those interviews done. That's what I have planned for the summer. Of course, the basketball tournament media credentials are coming. Stay tuned for that update as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. One thing before I let you guys go. The Atlanta Braves are taking on the New York Mets tonight at 6:20. It's our first Mets series. We got to get a head start on these guys because once it comes down to the rail, obviously, it's going to be a tough challenge for the Atlanta Braves to win that National League East. So we got to get a head start on them. Obviously, hopefully we can with Spencer Strider being hurt. That really hurts us a lot. But Chris Sale and Max Fried should be good to go and hopefully stepping up for this Brave squad. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Peace.